If you're trying to learn business, real estate, sales, or really any skill, this is something I got reminded of today. You don't really learn a strategy by watching videos, you learn it by actually doing it. Today, I started making the calls for equity carry side of the real estate business, and this is a strategy I've recently been learning and spent a decent amount of time trying to just understand how it works, the back end, and everything like that. I've watched all the videos, I've taken a lot of notes, I've asked questions, and I've gone through some examples, and all of that helped. But today was different because I actually started using it. I made the calls, I had some conversations, and I actually sent out my first LOI. And immediately, I started seeing where my gaps were, the parts that I just didn't understand fully yet, the parts where studying doesn't really show you. That's when watching just videos, everything feels clean. The explanations make sense, the structure sounds simple, the numbers look good, the strategy seems clear. But then you get on the phone with a real person and then they ask a question you didn't really know that you're ready for or you weren't ready for. They want a higher down payment, they bring up something you didn't think about. You realize you just fully don't know how to explain one part yet. And that's when the real learning starts. Today, I found a potential equity carry deal that actually might work on paper. It looks good, but now I just have to figure out how it's going to work for them and how it can work for us. Can I get the down payment right? Can I make sure the seller carry makes sense? Is the business even strong enough on income or anything like that? Does the real estate backing matter or have enough of it? Can I explain the offers clearly? And that's just where the actual education comes, just doing it and getting the reps. So it's just not in the theory, it's doing all the reps that you are actively participating in. And I think this applies a lot more than just real estate. You can watch sales videos forever, but you don't learn sales until you actually start making the calls. You can study marketing forever, but you don't learn marketing until you start putting out offers in front of people. You can read about business forever, but you don't learn business until real problems start showing up when you actually are running the business. That's when you actually start understanding what matters. This video gives you the map. The reps show you the terrain, and those are two very different things. And the map can tell you where the road is supposed to be, but the terrain shows you the potholes, the turns, the problems, and the things that you don't really get told during the training. So that's what happened today. I just thought I understood equity carry a little bit more than I did, but I also understand it better than I did before. So after making actual calls and sending out my first LOI, I realized I still have a little bit more parts I need to sharpen. The seller explanation, the underwriting, kind of how down payments and everything like that work for them, the way that I need to structure and how to present that structure. So those are things that become obvious when you're actually doing the work. So the lesson from today is simple. Don't wait until you feel like an expert. You're never going to be an expert until after you start. Before you start, you're just beginner. So start before you're fully comfortable. Make that first call, send out that offer, have that conversation. Let the real world show you what you still need to learn. So, because if you wait, you understand everything perfectly, you're probably just going to wait forever. My goal now is to keep getting reps, do more calls, send out more offers, get into more conversations. And then that after that, that gives me more feedback and that's how this starts becoming real. You can actually start building your business or building whatever you're looking to build. Not by just sitting around and trying to understand every detail before you move, but by doing the thing and learning from where it breaks. So if you're learning something right now, ask yourself this. Are you still studying because you need more knowledge? Or are you studying because you're avoiding the first rep? Because those are very different things. If you don't know what you're thinking, if you don't know what you're looking to do and know how to describe it, then you still need to learn a little bit. But if you know what you need to say, but you're just trying to learn anything, you're not you're already ready. Just give the first call. It doesn't matter. You're going to mess up either way. For me, today it was about finally taking that first step with the equity carry, and now I know exactly where I need to improve next. but I'll see you in the next one.